I'm sitting here laughing. I'm uploading all those videos to the chagrin of the corruption. And I'm laughing. I'm reviewing them and adding the notes. And look, it's important. I'm thinking that, I have thoughts that come to me. And I know people must be thinking, and the ones that know this is going on out here, I was thinking, people saying, John, don't you know that they're going to kill you? And I'm laughing because I'm saying, yes, they want to. The degree of the drug cartel and all, yes, they want to get me and they want to murder me. Now, whether I could ask, look, Mr. Banales, have you, you think every citizen should be able to ask their local officials, Mr. Banales, have you yet to contact any drug connections, drug cartels, sellers, and put the hit out? I'm asking, I'm not accusing you, sir. We'll title this where the citizens, because in normal communities you could ask. So, Mr. Banales, have you contacted any illegal connections within the drug cartels of Mexico? Any connections of money laundering, anything with Mr. Celis, in order to pay for a hit on John? I would ask that just for the price to be high, because I think I'm somewhat valuable. You said you should get, no, of course, because, and when will the colder times praise? They would probably, Nick Jimenez will probably put an article in the paper. I got to have a good title for it. He will probably say, as my body's on the side of the road, they'll probably try and get me at the press spot. Nick Jimenez will probably say, well, the hitman was only doing 70 or 50 something, and it was only 6 miles over when the shots were made, because they're such a great advocate for the rights of people. They advocated so much for Judge Manuel Banales. So we'll title this. I have the right to ask, have you ever engaged, Mr. Banales, in any illegal drug laundering? I'm not saying you have. I'm asking that question. Have you ever engaged in illegal activity in the retaliation of a lead investigator that pled the fifth in the Celis case? Do you use any illegal activity besides all the other shit? So we'll title this, has Judge Manuel Banales actually hired a Mexican drug cartel hitman? Have you had any contact, any phone calls to say, take out this gringo? Speaking of me, we should ask that. We should ask that. And Miss Watts and Miss Meddery, I know you're hanging up portraits of Mr. Banales, though you're aware that even the former DA, Carlos Valdez, and the lawyer community by that San Antonio paper all believed that Judge Banales was so corrupt that for whatever reason he recused another judge, I forget the name, from the case of Celis. He positioned himself in there. It was so suspicious that a DA by the name of Carlos Valdez did something that is out of the ordinary, and he himself tried to get Banales to recuse himself, meaning there was a lot of question and suspicion. But yet you found it to praise Mr. Banales with this questionable history. So as a citizen, this is titled, has Judge Manuel Banales in any way, out of Nueces County, begun the process of hiring a hitman from a Mexican drug cartel to execute John? This is a good title. I like that one.